Hi people, we're gonna prepare together dough mixed with cauliflower, and it's a nice trick for a lot of kids who's not eating vegetable to give them some cauliflower without seeing the actual vegetable. Let's see the ingredients. First of all, we're gonna blanch the cauliflower in boiling water and salt. The cauliflower is boiling now. If we can split it with a fork like this, that means it's good to go. We drain the cauliflower. We got to puree it. This vegetable is very hard to puree now because it's dry. And I know I need to use some oil, so I'm gonna put with the cauliflower the 1.5 cup of oil. And that will make pureeing them much easier. Can give it a little push. I'm gonna move it around just to make sure all of them is soft, really like flower shape. I'm gonna add 1 cup of water and the sugar and the yeast. I added 1 cup of water and the yeast and the sugar. In this way I'll give them a quick start for my dough to ferment. It's totally. Now I'm gonna add my spices, my cumin and salt in the flour. Get my spatula, mix my salt and the cumin. My cauliflower will go inside the dough with the yeast and sugar. Still need some liquid, so we added 1 cup of water. This water I therm it is 50 Celsius, which is ideal temperature for the yeast to work. So we had in total 3 cups of water. I'm gonna start mixing the dough. Clearly we need water, so now we have total of 5 cups. It's time for our spatula to say bye bye and our hand to get in. If we ever feel that we need more flour, we can do that, as long as we have in mind how smooth we have to deal with feeling for a dough and never panic. I still have flour in the bottom, so if you can't see, it's in here. That's why I make sure I flip the whole dough. We got our sticky dough at this moment. At this point we need some flour. Need to mix it thoroughly so we're sure we have the dough we wanted. It's very hard to smell the cauliflower. It feels like regular dough. This what I want, this texture what I wanted. For the people who have no experience in the dough, that's how it look. You pinch it, come back little slowly, and it's not sticking in your finger at all. Take the dough in a different bowl. Now I have a clean bowl for rising. I got to spray it with some oil. Put my dough back in here. Now on the side there is nothing to stop the dough from rising. It's all oily and nice. so it will just rise up. Wet towel, we'll keep it in a warm place or on the oven at 170 Fahrenheit, holding temperature up to 25 minutes. Then it's ready to be working with. We have our dough relaxing. For this dough, I'm gonna create, and we can use basically for any recipe. So let's do some pizza crust. These baking trays, I'm gonna oil them and bake our crust. I'm gonna use some flour, and we need a roller. Make the dough. So we got 3 balls here, which will be pizza crust, to be crust for our pizza, future pizza. And we got another 2 balls still there. So out of a 12 cup of flour, we got, if our cutting board ticked it in, you can take it in. Almost the same size of our baking. Same idea with the fork. So we're gonna bake the 3 pizza shells or pizza base. We're gonna bake this 3 pizza base in the oven, 350. So let's bake them, then we'll see what we're gonna do with the rest of the dough. We have the rest of the dough. I'm gonna store it. We just need to spray the bag with some oil and get the dough inside. Then we can put it in the freezer for later use. We bake them for 10 minutes. I'll show you in the base. See how nice golden color we have here. Just flip it and bake it for another 5 minutes. Then we can reuse it. Flipping the second one. Flipping the third one. I got my 3 pizza shells. I need to cool them down. And I got my 2 doughs for later use. Homemade dough with a cauliflower. All the kids will eat it and think it's dough, but in fact 1/3 veggie inside. It's another dough from Create Cooking. Great idea to feed the kids vegetable and they wouldn't notice about it. Another recipe from Create Cooking. Please subscribe, follow me on Twitter. See you next time. Chef Asak. Bye bye.